A very nice background.
Ah, yeah. I'm in a small room in co-working.
Okay, okay. So I'm curious about pricing, about how exactly we can use views.
Sure, I will be happy to share this with you.
Okay, so
Shall I,
we are live now.
yeah, shall I share my screen right away?
Yep, yep.
Okay, let's go. So can you see this?
Yep.
And this is Vust. But I don't see you. I see just the view screen. That's fine.
Doesn't
You will
matter.
navigate. Yeah, yeah, you will navigate me if something. So first of all, I'm very grateful to you that you invited me to share like views and you know, to tell the story behind that. And let me start with a very brief backstory. So we, together with the team, we used to work at the agency. Like several years ago. And at some point, we have realized that we have a bottleneck in production of the content for our ongoing advertising campaigns. And we used so many different tools. And during the high season, we were crying our hair out because we didn't have enough capacities in order to digest all the incoming requests. This is one thing. On the other hand, you know, we were really inspired with two different tools. First one is Canva. And we really love Canva because it made it possible to the users with any level of design experience to create really beautiful visuals and different files for your, for instance, social media networks on one hand. On the other hand, we were very inspired by Figma because Figma actually, they revolutionized the design work because they let designers to collaborate in real time in the cloud. And at some point we realized that there is no such a tool which could combine collaboration on one hand and used to be like, would be very user-friendly and native just to work on the ads. And that's actually how the idea was born. We decided to build Vust, a no-code solution to help ads production teams to automate, first of all, the workflow and to collaborate. That's how we started Vust. So let me show you the use case, and then I'll show you like particular steps how we automate in the process. And then probably, I don't know whether it's allowed to ask questions here, I can answer your questions. This is the major screen of Vust. I've just, you know, skipped the very, like the zero step with the onboarding where we show the intro video with all the features we have on Vust, and with the small hacks, what different buttons actually can do for you. So let's simply start with creating a new project. I'm getting back. These two instances show you that my project is my private workspace. And this is, as an example, AppSumOfVust.com. So this is a workspace to work with my team. I'm going to my private space. Let's create a new project from scratch. So these are another examples, but let's create a project from scratch. Let's build a new project. At Vust, you can create banners for completely different channels. You can create display ads of different sizes, mobile and desktop. You can create social media ads like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, VK, LinkedIn, YouTube, Telegram, Pinterest, and actually, you can create interactive videos. And this is like a proprietary format. I think I probably don't have to spend time on it. So let's start with the basic. And here you can create a custom size. But I wouldn't do this right now. I just show you, like, let's choose standard size, we have different templates. And if you work with the team, you can create templates of the different brands you work a lot for, in order to use them and not to create every time from scratch. But here I want to show you how to build a banner from scratch. So this is the canvas, which is, I think, should be familiar to designers who work with different editing tools. Here we have like a panel with different editing options, and here we have the panel with text, images, call to action buttons, and some extra things. So let's build a banner. Let's start with the text. Okay, I'm not that creative. I'm dreaming of the sea. Let's do something, I don't know. Oh, sorry, like sailing race. And let's okay, sailing race. I'm showing you different different editing options on this right panel. So I just copied this text, and let's make it, I don't know, Greek regatta. Let's play with the text a bit to show you. So I can align the text, or we have snappings, which makes it easy as well. Snappings to the center or to the borders. And you can choose different fonts. We have like the tab with the classic fonts, like universal, which are going to work in any ad network and actually everywhere. And we have a library of more than 1,000 different fonts, Google fonts, which is a free library, and you can use them wherever you want. And maybe let's switch to the favorites. So I want, for instance, I work with a brand, and the brand has particular fonts and images. Let's upload fonts. I prepared a set of fonts. This is used fonts we usually use in all our materials. So let's use this font. And let's, for instance, add some images. Okay. Used resources. Okay, let's add some images. Let's add logo, for instance. Just to give you an example how you can upload your assets. And then we are going back to our project. Let's get back to our project. And probably I need to rename it in order to find it in the future. I'll do it a little bit later. So I want to change the font, and here the tab favorites, and these are fonts which I uploaded. Let's do medium, and let's change the font again to Pro medium. And I want to add different, to change the color. Let's, I don't know, just to give you an idea how it works. And I can play with the side of the font, with the I need to make it 2 lines. Here we go. Then make it smaller. No, a little bit bigger, and then make it tighter. So just to show you how you can play with text. And let's add some background. I want a gradient background. Okay, this is about sea and sailing race. Let's do bluish. Let's do bluish. And let's change. Let's do bluish as well. Okay, here we go. Now I need to make my text more cool. Let's make it white, for instance. You can choose on the palette, or you can use the code. It's up to you. And then let's align it to the center. And same with the first one. Let's do it white as well. Okay, and let's, yeah.
I just think about, there are too many companies out there. They do this work manually. They have a lot of people. They need to work a lot. What you can do very easily with views. It's amazing.
Yeah, and this is just the beginning. I want to show you how I automate actually the workflow. So now I need some images. Let's do, okay, selling. We have several libraries. Currently, I'm using Unsplash. They all are license free, so you can use their images wherever you want. So let me choose something cool here. Okay, yeah, like this one. So I like this image, but I don't like the background. Okay, waiting for the image. And I want to get rid of the background. I have a button, remove image background. And so I don't need to spend many hours on removing it manually. It's so easy now. So let's make it larger. And then I want to make it more transparent, maybe like this. And I want to put it backwards to make my text shine in front of, above the image. And let's add some call to action. I don't know, let's do like this. Let's put it down. Let's also change the font, make it, I don't know. No, I don't like it. Let's make it just bold. Okay.
Also the color, because it's...
yeah, I can change the color as well of the button. Okay. Just a second. It's a button. Here we go. Yeah, I can change the color. Yeah, like this, for instance. And let's make it a little bit bigger. And I wanna change call to action. For instance, book a slot. Here we go. Then let's go to the animation page. I want to animate my banner. I want to make it more attractive and to grab users' attention. Let's add some animation. It's never been so easy. We have a library of many different animations. Let's add, I don't know. And now you can see the layer for which you're actually adding the animation. Let's make it fade down. Or no, let's make, I don't like it. I want to replace it. Let's make it flip. No, not flip, slide. Let's make it slide left, like sailing. And here you can preview how it's going to appear. Okay, cool. Let's add some animation to the text as well. Let's do it. I don't know, for instance, fade down. Okay,
I have a question. Where you were a few years ago? Because I spent a lot of years with my team doing this kind of things manually.
You know, actually, we've done it manually too, and that's why we decided to create something. Okay, let's do, I don't know, let's do flip, for instance. Yeah, sounds cool. And now we can preview how it's going to appear. Looks good. Let's assume that's what we need. Then let's go back to design page. And now we understand that we need to run this campaign in many different channels. So we need other sizes as well. So let's add some other sizes. I don't know, like this, for instance. And like this. Here we go. So I should tell you frankly, it's not perfect yet. It is just our first version of auto resize, and we are going to actually ship the improvements as soon as the early May. But anyway, it's already much easier, so you don't need to recreate from scratch every size. You just, you know, you can play slightly with each of the sizes. Okay, you can drag and
you
drop.
already save 80% of the time.
So yeah, I clearly understand it's not perfect, and we're working on it because we don't like it either. We want the full automation, but anyway, it's already helpful, right? So let's make it a little bit bigger, and then let's align it. Let's align it to the center, and let's make it big as well. So here we go. And the cool thing about all these other sizes, they are already animated as well. So they have the same animation as your like master banner.
Fantastic.
Okay,
Fantastic.
let's save it. Let's save it. Let's get back to the preview page. Okay, actually we need to work with the other sizes as well, but I'm not going to do this right now. I just showed you how you can do this, jumping into the, like you can choose particular banner, you go to the design page, you edit it, and you go back to all sizes. Another cool thing about views, so usually, you know, you lots of time you have last minute changes. For instance, you create a banner set, then you send it to a client, and the client says, you know what, I don't like the color of the background, or I don't like the color or the call to action. I need to change it. And so this is cool about views. So for instance, you're changing the color, I don't know, let's make it greenish. You change the color, or you edit one of the elements on one of the banners, and then you go back to the banner set, and you have these changes implemented to the whole set of your banners. You see? Fantastic. As simple as that. And then the same way you can create different variations for your ad campaigns. So for instance, you created a banner set, and then you want to run A/B test, and you copy this banner set. So you duplicate this banner set, and they make your changes. As simple as that. And it takes much less of your time than it used to be. And let's sailing rates in order to.
So Views is a revolutionary product.
You know, it's very beginning, but we are trying to help ads production team to make it as simple and as seamless as possible. And in order to save time of production teams to spend it on creativity instead of this, you know, boring routine like resizing and all this stuff. Let me show something else. Okay, let me show you another cool thing. For instance, you work with HTML banners, so you don't have to automatically write this script anymore. Here you have many different ad networks, so you can choose ad network you are going to run your ad campaigns at, for instance, Google. And we automatically create all the necessary changes in order to pass through technical moderation. So you don't have to add any macros or other things. It's ready just to run on the ad network. Another cool thing, let's go back to design page, and let's add some click zone. So you can easily create several click zones on your HTML banner. For instance, one click zone and then another click zone on your call to action. So, and it depends where your user going to click, what place on the banner, and then we go back to settings. And here we have different zones, and we can add, I don't know, different links and different tracking pixels. And I don't know, let's add, I don't know, something. Okay, anything. And it depends, you know, where actually user click on the banner. And we transfer user to different websites or different landing pages. Okay, I'm saving it, and then I'm going to download my banner set. I can download just one single banner, or I can download the whole set, and I can download in different, actually different files like HTML or MP4 or animated GIF. I can. PNG, yeah, whatever you need, or a simple archive. And if you need to optimize your banners or maybe you need a perfect resolution and you don't care about the way of the file, then you can download the original size. So there are many different options. And I should say that like in coming weeks, we are releasing a new version which gonna make it more convenient for users to work in teams. And I want to show you. So basically, you have teams at used. Okay, I'm saving changes and I'm going to teams. And I can add my team members to my workspace. So you just send an invite and you can use different access. It could be admin, it could be editor, or it could be just viewer. Okay, let's do, I don't know, let's invite somebody. And the user with the email is going to receive the invitation and will be able to join my team workspace. So this is actually the use case. So currently, we've started with the basics, automating smart resize and automating technical alignment with technical requirements for different ad networks, with simultaneous editing of banner sets, with working with the possibility to work with your brand books. In case you work with the big brands, you definitely need to be able to use their proprietary fonts, proprietary images. Yeah, that's the basic things I probably wanted to show you. And I don't know, Alex, maybe you can ask questions about editing or use cases.
No, I realized that I had 4 agencies in the past, and I realized that without this kind of tool, I lose months every year. So I really need to hire people to do these kind of things manually. And right now I want to ask you about the prices. It's something that it's expensive from my point of view.
I want to show you. I want to share, our insights which we've got talking to our users. A lot of our users are mid-sized agencies, like 100 to 150 employees. And what we realized that they usually pay $3,000 to $15,000 for a banner set, which is insane. It's a lot of money. And this is just to build a master banner, then to resize it, and then to make some changes. And usually this price includes like the whole cycle, from the idea to actually getting approved banner set. And at Used, you can do this, I don't know, for $300 at most, just because, you can make it very quickly. You can add all your teammates in order to collaborate and bring all the changes very quickly, so you don't have to spend a lot of hours of your employees in order to scale. And the subscription for one team member costs $69 a month. So wow. Even if you have a team of, I don't know, 5 people, like traffic manager, account manager, designer, and I don't know, creative director, like, I don't know, $200, $300, $400 is actually enough to significantly scale your production capacities.
Okay. What you want to improve at the product? What you think? What is the feedback from your customers?
Yeah. So first of all, we have a long roadmap, and we hope to deliver so many different improvements and to deliver new features in the coming like 8 to 10 months. And first of all, most of these features are related to automation. First thing we want to add, and which this feature is going to be available as soon as this month already, the ability to create variations. So let's assume you built a banner, master banner, and then you want to create several variations of this banner. On your right panel, you're going to see the tab where you can like add several variations of call to action, or add several variations of background, or add several variations of I don't know, your copy. And you just make an input to these categories, click the button, and then you you get many variations for your I don't know, A/B testing. This is the first feature, which is going to be available as soon as this month. The second, and we are going to ship the improvements of this feature by the end of May. And the improvements should include another killing feature. So for instance, you have e-shop and you have so many items and you need to create banners for each item. And you know, this is a pain. For instance, I don't know, you have thousands of different items. So with Views, you should create just one master banner for single item, I don't know, to make it very cool, animated, you know, with different shapes. And then you should upload your CSV file with the rows, and each row should consist of like the image of your item, the price, I don't know, maybe the link to the page in your e-shop, and then uploading this CSV and having the master banner created and used. You click the button, and then you're gonna get as much banners as you have at the rows in your CSV file. So it's like within, I don't know, 10 seconds. And this is a killing feature, especially when you have like e-com and you need to work a lot with different products and items and categories. Another feature we are working on currently is a connector to your Google or Facebook account. So in order to skip the step of downloading the banners from Used and then uploading them to your Facebook or Google, so we're going to make it automatically through the API. And this feature is going to be available, I think, sometime in July. And actually, we have a public roadmap where you can add features you want to see at Used, and you can actually see the developments, the stage of development with improvements, with features, with bug fixes. So another big thing we want to deliver in coming 2-3 months is actually some improvements in the interface, because we realize currently in order to create a brand book for your team, you need to go to your account and then to upload your, I don't know, fonts and images, and it's a little bit messy. So what we're going to do, we want to create a workspace where you have like your team, your brand book on the left panel, so you don't have to go back and forth every time. So we are currently working on it, and I think it's going to be released by the end of May as well. And this is a very early stage of use, and we're working hard in order, you know, to deliver improvements, to fix bugs. And what I found actually exciting and inspiring to talk to our existing users. You know, I've spent a lot of hours talking to our existing users in our support chat or through emails, and even, you know, users were happy to pick up on the phone with me, and they were very excited that CEO of the company is talking to them. And, you know, I got so many insights from our users about their desires, about their pains, and basically all our roadmap based on these pains and desires.
Yeah, that is fantastic. So if you can, it's just a joke, but if you can automate also the process to deliver on Facebook, on Google ads without paying, it's without to invest, it's fantastic. So you just, but you just did the first part. We can save a lot of time with this tool.
Actually, as far as I understand, especially, I think you're a professional in running ads on Facebook, and you can understand that you need to run a lot of tests in order to optimize your returns. And, you know, with Views, you can run so many, you know, testing, because you don't need to invest a lot of time and money into creating different visuals. Now it's getting easier.
I can give you my personal example, what we did for our partners and customers, and also for ourselves. When we run a campaign, we must test a lot. We test around 7-10 campaigns before one of these campaigns it's also viral. So we pay a small amount of money and we receive a lot of exposure because people like that kind of ad. They talk about this ad, and they so I really understand the importance of this tool. I hope you will have the possibility to improve also that part to directly import with an API to Facebook, to Google. I don't know if that is possible for long term, because Facebook and Google, they change all the time, right? But I don't know, using an API you can.
Yeah, actually we can, and we are working on it already, and that's why I said that most likely we're going to release these connectors by the end of June. So we are working on it already. And another maybe important thing to mention, we currently have connectors to Figma and Photoshop. So let's assume you're a professional designer and you got used to work with Figma or Photoshop. And currently you can upload your banners created in Figma to Views in order to scale it. For instance, you create a banner, in Figma, and now you need to make it animated. You want to download it as a HTML file. You can upload your banner from Figma to Views and to scale it. Same with Photoshop.
Okay. Okay, that is fantastic. I wait an answer from one friend of mine. He's graphic designer at Google.
Wow.
And if Google allow he's on our podcast, he will be our guest. He's my friend. We worked together years ago, and I will ask also his feedback, and I will send you after about this.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, that's it. I really understand. I hope also the community could. You explain very easily how to use Views. What are the prices, what you will do in the future. If you want to add more, feel free.
Yeah, I would, I would like to mention that we have a channel on YouTube where we publish a lot of tutorials, very short one, on different features we haven't used, on all the improvements. So you can find us on YouTube as Views as Builder, and there are already like more than, I don't know, 20, maybe 30 tutorials on different features. And we have a page on our website, What's New, where you can actually see what are the features we released, what are the bug fixes, and what are the improvements.
Thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure to talk with you. And thank you very much.
Alex. Thank you, Alex. It was a pleasure.
I wish you a fantastic day.
Thank you.